I lowered the game audio just a notch. So we'll see how this plays out for a little bit. When I went to the hall, Mr. Maurice was already welcoming a man at the entrance. Mr. William, we have been expecting you. Hi, Maurice. I'm exhausted. Drove all the way from London, you know. It must have been quite a trek. Would it not have been better to travel by train? I wanted to show you my new car. It's the new Rolls Royce. I parked out front, so do take a look after. Is that so? In that case, I will make sure to take a look. He must be Mr. William. He seems to be fairly close with Mr. Maurice. I wonder if he's been here before. Well now, I think I'll make myself at home. Good day, sir. I'll be taking you to your room. Oh, I didn't see you last time I was here. Are you new? Yes. Today's my first day. Well. Have you memorized the ins and outs of this place? Can you guide me properly? Yes, I believe so. Well, be careful to not get lost. I always stay in the same room, so if you make a mistake, I'll know immediately. What? Well then, lead the way. Oh, and good luck. Is he testing me? I should be okay, right? After all, everything Miss Noel told me is in my memo. Okay, how do we access the memo? What should I check? Ah, see? There we go. William goes to the green room. Here we are. After you, sir. Oh, you didn't get lost. You did well for a newcomer. Thank you very much. Now then, if you will excuse me. You leaving so soon? Surely there's no harm in relaxing here for a while. But more guests are on their way. You don't have to work so hard. Have some tea. You have my permission? Permission? It's not like I actually want to. Uncle, please leave my maid alone. With that, Mr. Irving appeared from the doorway. Irving! Long time no see. A little tea doesn't hurt, right? Do try to keep your manners in check while you're here, Uncle. Huh? Your stubbornness hasn't changed. Okay. I'm glad Mr. Irving is here. Still, Uncle. So Mr. Irving is Mr. William's nephew. Now that I think about it, they do look alike, somehow. So, how are you? Have you settled in? Honestly, no. I returned here just yesterday. I went back to the dormitory after Father's funeral. No, I read that correctly. I went back to the dormitory after Father's funeral. I see. It's only been a few weeks since my older brother passed, so it takes time for the dust to settle. Yes, especially since he left that will. Will? His father's? That's right. What on earth was he thinking, leaving something like that? It simply boggles the mind. I don't know either. Not a clue. I wonder what kind of will that was. And how Mr. Irving talks about his father somehow feels strange. Maybe it's just my imagination. Saved will in memory. By the way, Mr. William gave me a glance. What should I do? Yeah, we're gonna leave the room, because Uncle was a little scary. Leave the room. I'm guessing they're telling me to leave. Well then, if you will excuse me. Yes, thank you. I'll call you if there's something. After leaving Mr. Williams' room and returning to the hall, I saw Mr. Maurice greeting another guest. This time a woman. We're here. Mrs. Grace, we have been expecting you. Mrs. Grace. Maybe she is Mr. Irving's family member too. Good day, madam. I will be taking you to your room. Yes. Oh. Layla? What are you doing here? You must hurry. Wait for me, Mother. I won't be a second. She's adorable. An elegant lady in every sense of the word. Oh, did you bother bringing the trunk? You can just have someone bring it with the other luggage later, you know. But there are souvenirs in this. I wanted to get them out as soon as possible. Is that so? Then give it to the maid there. Okay. You bring this to the room. There are important things inside, so be very careful. Very well. Hey, what are you doing? I'm tired. Take me straight to the room. Yes, ma'am. Carefully. Take her straight to her room. So difficult. Okay, so oh dear. Oh dear. I forgot who the lady... It just completely left my mind. I completely forgot a log. Okay, Grace. Grace goes to the white room. This is your room. Please make yourself at home. Huh. I can finally relax. Oh yes. Do you know where Irving is? I believe Mr. Irving is talking to Mr. William. William? I see. He is here already. Yes, excuse me for asking, but are you and Mr. William related? Yes. Uncle William is my mother's younger brother. My mother is the oldest of her siblings. I see. Then that makes you Mr. Irving's cousin, is that correct, miss? Yes. I am also his fiancé. What? A fiancé? Did I give you a shock? Irving and I promised to marry back when we were both children. Really? I didn't know Mr. Irving had a fiancé. Then again, with someone of his noble stature, I suppose it's a given that he would be engaged. Oh yes, my daughter. Since we came all this way, we must really address the issue of marriage this time around. Yeah, the funeral the other day wasn't the time or the place for such a topic, so I'll do better this time. I need to marry and support Irving since he will be taking over the family. Indeed. Still, I wonder if he really will become the head of the family. I'm a little worried about that, you know. Huh? What do you mean? I thought he already has become the head. Everyone here calls him Lord after a while. After all. Well, you see, quiet. A mere maid needn't know every little detail. Know your position too, maid. Honestly, maids these days are simply so brazen. How deplorable. I'm sorry. Just forget it. Besides, there's no way Irving won't be taking over the family. As long as he's still breathing, that is. Okay. Saved head of the family in memory. I must go now. The next guest could be along any minute. Excuse me. Please let me know if you have anything. Very well. Upon returning to the hall... Hi, Ellie. How are you doing? Any problems? No problems. You don't seem confident. Well, what with your being tasked with guiding guests all of a sudden, I can't say I'm surprised. Feel free to tell me if you have anything. Yes, thank you. But honestly, I'm nervous. Mr. Irving's relatives are here, right? Yes. But it won't just be family today. Just as Mr. Maurice said that, there was a knock at the front door. Oops. Speak of the devil. Mr. Maurice opened the door to reveal a young man with dark hair. You must be Mr... Ewan? Ewan? Yeah, Ewan Wright. Could I come in? Don't mind if I do. Is this the first time he's here? He doesn't seem to be family. Oh wow, amazing on the inside too. talk about a mansion. Earl's family, eat your heart out. Oh, is that one of those chandelier things? Sure is pretty. He gives off sort of a commoner vibe. Maybe he isn't exactly a noble. Stop that, Willow. You scared me. What's up with you? Staring at me like that. You need something, or? I'm sorry. If you like, I'll take you to your room. Yeah, sure. Okay, he was head of the family. Ewan is in the red room. This is your room. Oh, thanks. Sure looks great, though. All the furniture in it must have cost a fortune. Do you know how much it was all up? How much? I'm not sure. Fair enough. Well, how rich are these guys? And by that you mean... This manor is not the only asset they have, right? The family are a renowned family of nobles. They must have other things, no? Yes? I've heard that they have another manor in London. It must be something called a townhouse. Apparently nobles have houses in London for when they want to spend time there. So, anything else? I've heard that they own most of the land around here. I see. A landlord. Not exactly a surprise for a family of nobles. I guess he doesn't know the family that well. May I ask what your relationship is with the family? Nothing. Nothing? We have no relationship. No relationship. Then why were you invited as a guest today? Jeez, you sure like to ask questions, don't you? Oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to know. You shouldn't be so nosy as a maid. I don't know what to say. I don't mind that, though. If you're being that nosy, then there must be something else that's bugging you, no? What? Why I was invited here. If you can guess, then I'll answer your question. Was there anything bugging me? Okay, let me save real quick. I'll save in the second file. Okay, we're in the second file. Okay, is the possibility that Irving won't be the head of the family? A will left by the predecessor. Content is unknown. The will. Maybe his being called here has something to do with the predecessor's will. Yes, that is it. Good job. I see. If that's the reason, then Mr. William and Mrs. Grace are here because of the will too. Okay, updated will and memory. But he is not a relative. I find it somewhat hard to believe you have no relation to the family if you really were invited here because of the will. Well, I mean, even I don't know why I'm here. What? Is that so? Yeah, but... But? You really are nosy, aren't you? I'm sorry. Well, whatever. Anyway, I have some questions of my own. What? I'm gonna tell you what I know, so let me know what you know. What should I say? I mean, he sure isn't giving us a lot. But you really are nosy. Let's see. I mean, we can be pretty, just ask me anything, or we can be a little like, what is it? What do you want? Things I know. What is it? I can't talk about everything. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I won't ask you anything. I just need you to talk to me. Talk to you? Honestly, there's so many things I don't know. I don't know anyone here, and I don't even know where I can eat my dinner. Oh, yes. Please ask me those things. Good. Thanks. What is your name? My name? Yeah? Is that something I can ask? Of course. My name is Ellie. Nice to meet you, Ellie. Yes, same here. I left the red room and returned to the hall. Ewan is still a mystery, but there is one more guest left. Who is it this time? Ah, Ellie, you returned. Here's another guest for you. Miss Mahi just arrived. Hello, nice to meet you. This is Miss Mahi. I wonder where she's from. India, perhaps? She's not a relative, no. Probably not. I wonder what kind of guest he is. What? I wonder what kind of guest he is. Okay, that was the text it said. Oh, this place hasn't changed one bit. It's just like it was back then. What? You've been here before? Yes, once in the past. I see. I wonder if she knows the predecessor. I should take her to her room. Miss Mahi's room is... what was her room again? So yeah, I really didn't need to write nothing down. She goes to the blue room. This is your room. Okay. By the way, Miss Mahi stared me right... I'm not actually connected to the internet. I want to make sure I try at least pronounce her name right, but I don't have anything right now connected to the internet for me to check the pronunciation. Is there something wrong? Is there something on my face? Yes, I can feel it. Psychic power emanating directly from you. Psychic power? As in, I can see spirits or something? That's one example, yes. But it's not the only one. The term refers to using spiritual abilities in general. Huh? Reading people's thoughts, foreseeing the future. These abilities differ from person to person. Foreseeing the future. Does that ring a bell at all? Yes. I had a prophetic dreams before. Is that a result of the psychic power you speak of? Prophetic dreams, huh? Yes, it is. The dreams occur when we obtain information about the future from the spirit world. The spirit world? Information from the future? It sounds so out of this world, I can barely believe what I'm hearing. You're very knowledgeable about psychic powers, aren't you, miss? Yes, I'm a psychic medium. A psychic? Today's gathering seems more and more mysterious. Relatives, non-relatives, and a psychic medium? Just what are the criteria for being summoned here anyway? What's wrong? If I may ask, why are you here today? It has something to do with the predecessor's will, right? Yes. I'm here to handle the seance. Seance? If I remember correctly, that involves summoning a spirit from beyond the grave and talking to it. Yes. I'm here to call the spirit of Mr. Oliver, who died the other day. Mr. Oliver? The father of Mr. Irving. So that's why the guests are here. For a seance. I'm finally finished. I came outside after guiding all guests to their rooms. Now what should I do? I don't have any other urgent tasks, so I guess I'll help the others. There is someone there. Huh? Louisa was walking in the backyard holding heavy luggage. What should I do? Personally, sorry, I hit the microphone. Personally, I would watch, but we're gonna play nice. We're gonna offer to help. That looks very heavy, Louisa. Want some help? Ellie? No, I certainly do not. You should be doing elegant work with the guest. You should be doing elegant work with the guest. Go on then. Laugh it up. Funny, isn't it? Seeing me work like a horse like this? Laugh it up? I'd never do that. You shouldn't take your anger out on others like that. I know you're frustrated. A girl holding luggage just like Louisa appeared from behind her. I'm not taking out my anger on anyone. An apprentice like you should watch what you say. I'm sorry. Oh, there she goes. I wonder if I offended her. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said that. No, don't worry, I was happy that you stepped in. Thank you. Really? Good thing I did then. I'm Ellie, you? I'm Natalie. I'm a maid's apprentice. Nice to meet you. Likewise. The luggage looks heavy. Let me help you if you like. Thank you. Then, can you bring the box there to the kitchen? This? The one with vegetables inside. Everything looks good and delicious. Really? We actually grew them ourselves. We? Do you come from a family of farmers? Yeah, we live close by. Oh, so you're from the village. This manor is located in a village called Rakistan. Most of the land in the village is owned by the Rakirford family. Goodness gracious. I'm just gonna say that they're the family. The Earl's family has taken care of us for generations. They're lending us land and buying vegetables we grow. I've been taught since childhood that we need to thank the Earl's family for helping us live. I see. Is it like that for all the other villagers too? Yeah, they're helping all of us in one way or the other. We have a decent hospital and church in the village because of the Earl's family. The Rockfords are such major players around here. It's almost as if people can't live without them. Taking over the family means to carry a great responsibility. We entered the kitchen from the back, vegetables in hand. We brought them. That's all we have. Oh, thanks. You're so hardworking. I can't believe you make people carry everything for you while you just laze around and drink alcohol. Louisa, who had arrived earlier, was stunned and glared at the man in the chef's hat. I'm thinking of what to pair with today's menu. After all, one must always consider how well wine complements the food it's served with. It's very important. Sure. Huh? Who's behind you? I haven't seen her before. I'm Ellie. I started today. Yeah, you. I'm Jack. I'm a chef here. I heard about you. You really made a name for yourself. Huh? You took out a villain who tried to blame you for a crime you didn't commit. No, it's not a big deal. Huh? You must be proud, taking my jobs away from me like that. Can you even do them properly? You're not being rude to the guest, are you? I hope not. So who are these guests? Why are they here? Oh, they're here for a seance. A seance? It's when people sit around a medium and talk to a spirit, right? What for? Apparently it has something to do with the predecessor's will and testament. Oh, is that all you know? Do you know more, Louisa? Of course. I was originally assigned to guide the guest, after all. I see. Miss Noel didn't tell me details of it. She didn't tell me either. I was a little curious, so I eavesdropped on the Lord's conversations. Eavesdropping? Amazing. That you did that. Well, so you want to know what I heard? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. I thought so. Then I'll tell you what I know. She seems kind of happy. I guess she wanted to talk about it. So, what did you hear? In the predecessor's will, he said to hold a seance after his death. Whatever the summoned spirit says whatever the summoned spirit says will itself be the predecessor's last will and testament. What the spirit says will be the will? What for? Well, I don't know. Maybe the predecessor wanted to speak the will's contents himself. But can a spirit's words be recognized as an actual will? Like, what if the spirit says to give this manor to some chump we don't even know? What? I thought the manor was inherited by the current lord. That doesn't seem to be the case. I heard the lord is just managing things temporarily. The lord inherited the earl's title when his father died, but the estate is a different story. Yes, the title is something that a direct male inherits. The law states so. The estate itself, on the other hand, could indeed depend on whatever the will says. Yes. Whether what the spirit says is officially recognized as a will is a different question. But still. Speaking of which, Mrs. Grace has said that Mr. Irving may not be the head of this manor. So this is the reason. Hey, do spirits really exist? Will the predecessor spirit really be summoned at this meeting? I don't know. Maybe the whole spirit thing is just a big facade and the medium just says whatever they want to say. Apparently that sort of deception does tend to happen a lot. If something major gets set in stone because of the lies this medium spouts, what will happen to Mr. Irving? I worried about the upcoming seance. Oh, look at the time. It should begin soon. I had been so busy with my usual chores of cleaning and serving our guests that I hadn't realized that it was almost 9 p.m. The seance was scheduled for the exact time in the reception room. Ellie, come with me. Suddenly, Miss Noelle appeared at the living room door. Yes, ma'am. As I entered the reception room, I could barely see anything bare a few candles. Why is this room so dark? It's apparently how you hold a seance. I'm not completely sure, but darkness is needed to help call the spirit. I see. The candles flicker ever so slightly, moving the shadows. Everything just looks so creepy. Could you stay here for me? I need someone to greet the guests and show them to their seats. I have to step away for a minute. I'll be back in time. And with those words, Miss Noelle left me all alone in this creepy room. It's so quiet. I wouldn't be surprised if a spirit was already here. Maybe I should check out the room just in case. Oh. Bum bum dee da da ba bum. Let me go ahead and save the game real quick. I'm gonna save over here. I'm gonna make sure nothing goes wrong. Saved. Okay, I'm gonna save file 2. Okay. Let's look at the table. Maybe there's something under the table. And we'll go for the shelves and the candle. The tables is where everybody's gonna be sitting, so if something suspicious happened. There is only a golden candelabra on the table. Candelabra. There seems to be nothing else. Okay, that wasn't as important. What's on the shelf? I looked into the shelves and found a piece of paper. It smells kind of nice. Refreshing and slightly sweet. It reminds me of lemons. Saved paper and memory. Were we just talking about perfume earlier? Memory's a bit shot. Like one of them had a smell to them? Okay, we'll go look at the candles. The 3 candles are lit. This is the only light in the room. I think I've seen everything in this room. At least, I don't think that there are any spirits around yet. A sound startled me out of my reverie. Ellie, what's wrong? Mr. Irving. Pardon me, I thought you were a spirit. A spirit? The seance is about to start, so I thought that the spirit might already be here. Even before being called. I don't think spirits are in any kind of rush to do things. Oh, I see. I don't know much about spirits. Me neither. My family were the superstitious ones, believing in ghosts and demons and such. Then the medium, Miss Mahi. You know her through your family. I heard that she had been here before. Yes, she has. But that time wasn't for a seance. Mr. Irving grew quiet. I wonder why. There are so many things I want to ask him. But is this the right time? I mean, he's been pretty nice to you so far. And normally, like, you don't really question your employee. You are nosy. We're gonna ask him anyways. Alright, let's ask. Oh, wow. Okay, let me save again. Get a little more over here. Save over here. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Let me check the dang microphone. I keep hitting it. Let me check how the game sounds with the microphone sounds.